Guys, it's me, JSHGRI. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because I'm going to be sharing with you guys so many new no glue slime recipes to make slime without any glue, and I'm also going to be testing all the new no glue slime recipes that came out this week. Today's notification squad shoutouts go to Lola Smith, Madison Rael, Matcha Tea, and also Fluffy Slushy. Every week, I make a bunch of slime palettes to give away to you guys, so this is what this week's slime palette looks like. This week's slime palette comes with Dawn Dish Soap Slime, Duck Pond Slime, Melon Jelly Slime, Birthday Cake Cloud Slime, Mint Jelly, Ultraviolet Slime, Bubblegum Gloss, Rose Gold, and Gold Putty, a water slime that has an adorable little water bottle inside of it. If you would like to win your very own slime palette, all you have to do is just follow the rules in the description box, and that is it. Very first slime recipe I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is an ice slime, and recently I've been having so much fun coming up with new ice slime recipes because you could pretty much turn any no glue slime ingredient into slime using this process. So I thought it would be fun to try out another type of ice slime, so let's do it. Starting off, you of course are going to need a bowl of ice. I think I have you guys covered there because I know most of you will have ice in your refrigerator. And then you are going to be needing a soap that contains glycerin. Pretty much every type of soap, hand soap, dish soap, shampoo, all contain glycerin, so you should be good with that. And then you're going to be needing a Ziploc. I'm using this holographic one because the plastic is thicker, so you can basically put more soap in it. And once you have your Ziploc, you just want to add in as much soap into it as you want to have of slime. Once you are done with that, it is time for the complicated part, the activation process, and for this, I'm just going to be using some soap to activate the dish soap, but go ahead and pair your soap with whatever activator you think will work best with. Over my last couple of videos, I've given you guys lots of tips for activation, so let me know if any of those were helpful for this. And the last step to this is just adding a bunch of salt onto your ice. This is going to lower the temperature of your ice up to 20 degrees, so this is going to ensure that you end up with a super good thick slime. Put your Ziploc into the ice and just wait a couple minutes, and you can check on it, and you guys will instantly start noticing that the ice is going to turn this into slime. Make sure your Ziploc is completely submerged in ice, and you can even add a little bit more salt on top of it just to make it extra cold. After about 10 minutes, your slime should be done. I just pulled mine out of the ice bath, and this is what it looked like. You guys can see the consistency thickened up a lot from the salt and the ice. The slime is super holdable, and it is not too sticky, so I was so impressed with this slime recipe. I decided to take this recipe one step further by letting it clear up for a little bit, and I was so shocked by how quickly this cleared up. Within a matter of like, I'd say 2 hours, it was already almost crystal clear. And after letting it sit overnight, it was completely crystal clear with not a single air bubble in sight. Yesterday, you guys all sent me this new rice slime recipe, and I wanted to test it out as well as share it with you guys who have not seen it yet. I'm very excited to see if this will actually make slime. Starting off, you're just supposed to pour some white rice into a microwave safe bowl, and then you just want to add in some hand soap. I just added in a couple pumps at a time, and I kept continuing doing this process as well as one other step, which I will get into in a minute. But first, we have to just mix everything together. Once the foaming hand soap has started to make the rice stick together, it is time to start putting into the microwave for 30-second intervals. At this point, when you take your rice out of the microwave, it's going to be pretty dry, so just add in a little bit more foaming hand soap into this mixture. And of course, mix everything super well. Now it is time to add in the activator, and for this it is super simple. We are just going to be using some normal table salt, and then you just want to mix it in again and add more foaming hand soap. What a surprise. At this point, because we've already added in more foaming hand soap after microwaving it, you need to keep balancing it out by adding in more salt. And now when we put it into the microwave, this time it is going to start making slime because the rice is going to cook, and the foaming hand soap and the salt are going to activate each other, which is going to basically turn everything into slime. When you take the slime out of the microwave, it should look very shiny if it is done, so you guys can see it looks like this, and it is going to be very sticky, so you want to just give everything a nice mix before it starts drying out. So everything, just let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. And once those 15 to 20 minutes are done, it should be a lot less sticky, and you should be able to touch it without it sticking to you. Okay guys, I'm gonna let this sit for an hour to let everything, I guess, kind of dry up again. So we will check on this in 1 hour. Slime made the best crunchy slime ASMR ever, so I'm going to be inserting all of those clips here right now. But if you have some headphones, or if you have some headphones on you, go ahead and grab them or put them on and turn them up, because this ASMR is going to be super good. This next slime recipe is going to be a test because I've never tried making this before, but we're going to be trying out banana slime. I watched quite a few banana slime recipes on YouTube when I was trying to figure out how to make this, but all of the recipes were showing how to make fluffy slime, and I wanted to make something a little bit different, so we're going to be trying to make holographic slime. I'm going to be following the same exact recipe that I saw in the videos, but instead of adding in shaving cream, I'm going to be adding in some holographic pigment. Probably watching this video right now and wondering how am I going to be making a banana into slime, and what I'm going to be doing is just basically smashing up the banana, and it's supposed to come up with kind of like a baby food or kind of like slimy texture, and then we're going to be adding in some cornstarch into this once it is all mixed up, and then it is supposed to kind of turn into slime. In all the banana slime recipes I saw on YouTube, they were pretty much identical, except for one thing I noticed is some people were adding in the cornstarch differently. So some people were adding in a bunch of cornstarch until it turned into like a slimy Play-Doh texture, but other people were adding in like only a spoon of cornstarch, and then they would put it in the refrigerator to chill, and then it turned into slime after. But I decided to try the second method, which is putting it in the refrigerator, because I thought it looked more stretchy in the videos where they did that. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing. We're going to be putting this slime in the refrigerator for 10 minutes to chill, and we will check back on it in 10 minutes. Okay then, it has been 10 minutes and I just took it out of the refrigerator, and well, you guys can kind of see what happened. This might not have worked because I didn't add shaving cream because I wanted to do the holographic slime, so if that's what happened, let me know in the comments. Right now, I'm going to be presenting with you guys my final DIY paper jelly slime. So many of you guys in the past week or so have requested for me to make paper slime without any fake snow, so that is exactly what we are going to be doing right now. The first thing you need to do to make this slime is just tear up some paper and put it in your blender, and then depending on how much paper you used, just put some water on top of it. And squish that all down so we can make sure everything gets blended together. You'll know you're ready for the next step when your paper mixture is kind of frothy and fibery. The next step is just adding some shampoo in there. I'm going to be using this clear shampoo, but you can use any shampoo, and white shampoos also will work perfectly fine for this. And then just blend in the shampoo. I feel like we're making like a smoothie here. It's so fun. Also, I think we need a little before and after picture up on the screen, because did you guys see how the shampoo expanded the slime into a giant slime? My gosh, do you guys see this? Because of the shampoo, it literally expanded. That's actually kind of crazy. I was not expecting that. Time for the activator. I'm going to be using cream of tartar, but you can also use salt. It just will be a lot stickier of a slime. It's pretty cool when you blend in the activator, because you can see it turn into slime right in front of your eyes. I still did have to go in a little bit with my hands to just mix everything up, but I was really impressed because the slime actually turned out super well, and the paper totally transformed the texture of the slime into an amazing jelly slime texture, and we did not have to use any fake snow for this. If you use line paper, your slime is going to have a natural blue tint to it, but if you want to spice things up a little bit, you can add in some food coloring. I just added some blue food coloring into half of it, and then into the other half, I added in some purple food coloring. What I'm going to be showing you guys is something I'm super proud to say I actually figured out myself. You want to see how to make some clear putty at home, just keep on watching. What you're going to be needing is some boiling water and then also some thermobeads, and that is it. You just want to add your thermobeads into the boiling water and watch what happens in front of your eyes. You guys are probably not even going to believe me when you see what happens, but it's instantly going to start turning clear, and all of the white beads will instantly turn into clear putty. Once you have let the thermobeads soak in that boiling water for 2 to 5 minutes, it is time to take your putty out, and let me just show you guys, because you are going to go crazy when you see how thick this slime is. It's not even slime because it literally is putty. If you start getting air bubbles in your putty and you want to clear it up really quickly, all you have to do is just put it back in the boiling water and take it out in a minute or two, and it will be crystal clear again.
Down the wires, feeling kinda tired. I think I lost myself, I think I lost it all.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that clear slime poking, but now it is the moment where I get to show you guys the plastic bag slime that I developed myself, so let's get straight into it. This slime, you are going to be needing some heat sealable plastic bags. So basically these little plastic bags can be sealed up at the top with some heat, and it basically is like a normal Ziploc. Discovered you can actually turn these into slime, so watch this. I'm gonna take one of the plastic bags and watch what happens. I see this much. So basically, because these plastic bags can be sealed up with heat, they have a lower melting point, so the plastic actually dissolves in hot water. We're going to be turning these all into slime, but I added in a couple more plastic bags so we can make a bigger batch. So what you're going to need to do is just make sure that all of your plastic bags are getting melted in the hot water. You want to do this fairly quickly because your hot water is going to start to cool down. But basically, just mix them around until they are starting to melt. And you do need to add quite a few of the plastic bags to make a fairly sized batch. So if you think about it, plastic bags are super thin, which means there's not that much plastic in them. It is melted down. So just add as much plastic bags that you want to turn into slime into your hot water. The melted plastic is going to appear to be white, but we will be able to clear this up later, so don't worry. You are going to want to try your best to scoop out the melted plastic from the bowl of hot water and put it into another bowl. And your plastic into your new bowl, just make sure to mix it super well so that everything is nice and consistent. Now, this is going to seem a little crazy, but we are going to be now activating the plastic with borax activator. I accidentally used too strong of a borax activator to do this, so it ended up being kind of overactivated, but I was able to kind of fix it in the end. But I will have the perfect borax activator for this in the corner in the recipe card right there. Just mix the slime up with your hands and it will be super good, and decided to turn this into a clear slime by letting it clear up. And to be honest, this process did take a very long time. It took almost 2 weeks to clear up, which I know is a long time to wait, but it ended up being super good. So all I did is I just put it into an airtight container. I actually was able to make 2 clear slimes with this. So you can totally turn this into a colored slime by adding food coloring or adding in like glitter or whatever add-ins you want to put in this before putting it into the container. Two weeks later, my clear slimes were finally all cleared, and I was so excited to play with them because, as you guys know, clear slimes always kind of vary in texture, and I've never made slime with plastic before this, so I was super excited to see how the texture of these slimes were after clearing up, and they were actually so thick, so I will insert all of the ASMR clips here for you guys, so enjoy those. Later in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a recipe to make Ziploc slime that I invented, which is super cool. But first, I wanted to try testing out the original Ziploc slime recipe that came out earlier this week. Starting off, you're supposed to put a Ziploc in some boiling hot water, and then this is where it gets weird. You're supposed to put a piece of clear packaging tape into the hot water, and all of the adhesive on it is supposed to release because of the hot water and just go into the boiling water. Couldn't really tell if the adhesive had come off of the tape, but after about 10 minutes, I tried to mix it around a little bit, and of course, the hot water was starting to turn into, well, cold water. Then you are supposed to add in whatever shampoo you want to turn into slime. You can use a white shampoo for this, but I decided to use this Pantene shampoo because I had it left over. Then you want to put a couple pinches of salt on top of the shampoo. You can go ahead and just try to mix the salt in a little bit on that exact area that the shampoo is on, or if you want it to stay clear, you can let it soak for about 10 minutes and all the salt should absorb into your shampoo, and you should get a slime texture like this. It's going to be pretty sticky because it is in water, but here is how it ended up turning. I was honestly super surprised because I was originally not thinking this recipe was going to work at all when I first saw it getting sent to me, because when it was called Ziploc slime, I'm like, how are we going to turn a Ziploc into slime? But it actually worked, and I decided to put it into a container for a little bit just to dry out because the shampoo was super sticky. So I left it for about 15 minutes, and here is how it turned out. I will not talk over this part so it can be ASMR, but I will see you guys at the next recipe. For watching this video. I had a great time making slime with you guys, and if you are new to my channel and enjoyed today's video, you should definitely subscribe for new uploads. I'm uploading all the time, and if you are wanting to enter in the slime package giveaway, check out the description because I have all the rules in there. Just make sure to follow all of them, and I will enter you to win one. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later today.